Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I want to answer a question that I've seen a couple of people ask, and that is I'm trying to rank for my own name. I'm trying to rank for my own legal name, and I'm having an issue doing it because everybody that is out there, they're ranking higher. There's all these different people with the same name as me, and they're ranking higher. How do I get my name to come up? Well, I can totally sympathize with you. John Locke here, right? When you Google my name, if you just Google John Locke, what's going to come up is the philosopher, John Locke, all on page 1. And then if you go down a little further, you're going to see the TV character, John Locke from Lost, the TV show. And even if you Google web designer, John Locke web designer, nowadays in 2019, I come up number 1 and number 2 for that. If you Google internet marketer John Locke, I come up. But that was not always the case. Several years ago, there was another person who was a web developer in Seattle, a Drupal developer, John Locke, that would come up. And also, you'll notice on page 1 of Google, when you search for web designer John Locke or SEO guy John Locke, sometimes you'll see Mike Locke come up, who is a UX designer. He had a YouTube channel that I used to watch when I was very, very first starting to learn web development and web design. So here's what I did, and here's what you might have to do in order to rank for your name. Basically, Google, when you type in something like a name or whatever it is, it's basically trying to predict the probability that someone is looking for a specific person or business or company or whatever it is. And the reason why these other people are coming up ahead of you is because they either have a more established internet presence, or you might share a name with somebody famous. Justin Jackson out there, a famous marketer, famous internet marketer. He used to rank for his own name, but he had to change his brand to Mega Maker because Justin Jackson was a basketball player that was drafted 2 years ago by the Sacramento Kings. And so he stopped ranking for his own name, Justin Jackson. Same thing happened. You start not coming up for your own name if there's other people that are more famous. So one thing that you can do is try to establish your internet presence a little bit more. That's one thing that I had to do. I had to go and make a YouTube channel for myself, Clarity FM, have social media profiles, Twitter, Facebook, all those different things out there, which a lot of people do too. But on top of that, I had to try and become known for myself. And to do that, I had to blog consistently for like 6 years in a row. I had to put stuff out into the world. I had to try and interact with other people who did web design and web development and marketing, and try and get on their radar as well. And on top of that, I've been doing this YouTube channel pretty consistently. I started it way back when, in 2013, 14. And I let it go dormant, but I've been going pretty consistent on it now for well over a year. So those are all things that you might have to do in order to rank for your own name. It might be a good thing to have a personal site with your own name, create a personal brand. So, buy a domain name with your name. I have a site, it's johnjlocke.com, and I haven't really put that much effort into it, to be quite honest. I do have a domain there, and I do have some writing there, but I haven't put a ton of effort into it as far as like building that up. That might be something I do down the line. I've been really trying to build up my own business site lockdowndesign.com, and eventually that changed into lockdownseo.com. That is something that you might have to do too. So, if you're having that frustration, you can't rank for your own name. You basically have to try and become the most famous person with that name. And if you can't do that, then you at least have to try and rank for your name plus whatever it is that people would use as a qualifier to find you. Whether it's your name doctor, your name scientist, your name this guy owns this business or whatever. That's what you have to do. So do all these things, make all these profiles for yourself, not only just a basic social media, but be involved in your community. Try and get involved in the news. Try and put out content there to promote yourself. Thought leadership. Have Medium profile, Quora profile, Clarity FM. Join your local chamber of commerce. Anything that you can do to boost up your presence on the web, you got to go for it. That is the biggest problem. So if anybody else shares your name, and if they're slightly more famous than you, and if you just type in your name by itself, no other qualifiers, they're going to come up, because Google is going by a probability of what people are searching for. And if the probability is this other famous person, or this slightly more famous person is a higher probability, they're going to rank higher. Hope that explains that. My name's John Locke, like I said. My business, Lockdown Design and SEO. I'm here every single day making videos on SEO. I'd love for you to subscribe. And if you have a question, feel free to put it in comments below, and I'd love to answer it. If you have a comment, leave it down there below, and I'll reply. That's all I have for now. Until next time, peace.